Hi guys! It's been such a long time since I've sat down and recorded a little vlog like this, but I have something really special to show you in today's video. If you've ever seen my interior design work in the past, then you'll know that I specialise in modern country design. So if you think wood or stone floors, really timeless and very traditional kitchens and joinery. And sometimes lots of beaded details and more intricate features. And there's a project that I've just completed and shot, our birch project in Surrey, which I'll do a video about for you sometime. But that's a really good example of the sort of modern country look that I specialise in. I tend to design with lots of natural material choices like wood, marble, linen and limestone, and also wall details like panelling. If I had £1 for every time I'd proposed a 15cm wide tongue and groove panel, I think I'd probably be a millionaire now. But yeah, I feel really at home with the modern country design, and my usual clients hire me because they like that look too. They aspire to live in a property with that sort of look in it. However, recently I had a really big design shake-up. I started working with a client who had such an amazing vision. Her name was Jen and her husband Stu, and they recently bought a really homely 1930s renovation that needed a lot of work. And initially they felt really daunted by the project that they had ahead, particularly with their layouts and how to spread the budget that they had. It was a fairly modest budget given the extent of the work required. They had about £100,000 plus 20% contingency, and they had the whole property to renovate. And Jen's dream was creating a modern mid-century home for her and her family, with a really light, bright kitchen diner extension and a master suite loft conversion. And I remember my first client visit to their property and seeing their house for the first time. Although it was a renovation, I actually found myself complimenting all of Jen's furniture, artwork and her plants, and basically her life's collection of modern mid-century pieces. Her eye for this design throughout the years was so clear for me to see as I walked through their renovation project. Okay, there was like a leaky lean-to roof and a dark kitchen, but I could see that all of her choices that she collected throughout the years were so mid-century. I'll be honest, at first I felt quite challenged because mid-century modern was so new to me. It's very different to modern country. And during my interior design training, I learned theory around the different styles, but it's a completely different story entirely when you implement that particular style on a working project. The only mid-century modern designs that I'd ever supported with have been via WhatsApp messages with my sister. So advice on colours, furniture choices, sofa fabrics in a very non-professional setting because she loves the mid-century look. So yeah, modern country I am really well versed in and confidently apply to client schemes day in, day out. We have a lot of projects running at the moment that all centre around this style. And modern country and mid-century are so different, especially in those higher cost technical rooms like kitchens and bathrooms, where your design decisions are really final and quite difficult to change if you do want to switch things up or if you do kind of make mistakes. If you're not sure about what modern country and mid-century designs entail, modern country design mixes really traditional and modern shapes with aged brass handles, often tumbled stone or zalige tiles and decorative mouldings, whereas mid-century is much more flat, modern doors, very straight lines, rectified tiles, and usually handleless joinery with accents of maybe fluted or slatted panelling around the rooms. So yeah, the two are very, very different. Anyway, let me show you what the space looked like before we started planning the designs. The kitchen was actually in fairly good condition, but not to Jen and Stu's taste at all, so it had to be removed and sold. And the layout of the ground floor just felt really, really cramped. It offered limited light and the sense of flow was disrupted. It was absolutely crying out for an open, light, bright and airy family space that they could all congregate and really enjoy together. The back of the house had this lean-to which was hemorrhaging money in heating bills. It was such a redundant space, kind of stealing a lot of the light from the property and offering no function or temperature regulation. And as they had a full property to renovate, every single penny just had to be spent on the right areas. It was crucial. So we focused on those areas that would really enhance the family's well-being, and there was absolutely no room for error. Is there ever room for error, right? When clients do have a tighter budget, say below the £100,000 mark to renovate and convert a full property, and they put their trust in me to help them spend it, I just feel such a surge of motivation to really ensure that it's just right for them. I really love, making sure that this property is going to level up their life and that they're spending money in all the right areas. And I really love that tighter budget projects actually help me set creative boundaries as well. It helps me to deliver results for clients, just knowing exactly how much they have to invest in their forever home. And that way I'm able to adapt the designs and give them solutions that I know they're 100% going to afford and love. So while it was my first time officially supporting a mid-century extension design, I knew that there were some design principles in my back pocket that would just apply to any look that you do, and also get the layout right and prevent regrets or any wasted spend. Now let me show you the results, because wow was all I could say on repeat when we went to shoot it all after everything had finished. After 12 months of long meetings, careful layout planning, meticulous budget tracking, finding the right contractors, all the suppliers, and of course living with a makeshift kitchen which left a lot to be desired, and of course all of that dusty work, their home is finished. And the project honestly taught me so much, including how to achieve a modern, luxurious vibe on a budget. Despite big differences in modern country and mid-century designs, I saw so many crossovers and actually really noticed that there are universal design principles that we practice that actually work for every single home and every single budget, no matter what your sense of style or the look that you're trying to put together. And by applying these design principles to your plans, I think it naturally really creates a beautiful, timeless space that you feel really at home in. So one of those principles is opting for timeless choices rather than being too swayed into trend-led designs. And what this is going to do is just really give you a lasting finish that you're still going to be besotted about in 10, 15 or even 20 years time. Another principle is choosing colours and finishes that are inspired by nature, so muted colour palettes like this soft teal mixed with off-white and black aluminium details. It creates this really restful space that's not too jarring or overpowering to live with. Another crossover is choosing the correct finish is every bit as important as choosing the colour. I rarely recommend gloss unless it's a tile, because high gloss units actually show loads of fingerprints and marks. And I think that part of the appeal of Jen and Stu's kitchen is actually how matte and soft the surfaces are. They really bounce light tremendously across the room, as well as being such a dream to wipe down and keep clean. Another thing I'd highly recommend is to design not just for colours and textures, but also for your lifestyle needs. Make sure that your renovation decisions are actually levelling up your life and really enhancing your experience. Since day one, when Jen and Stu started working with Neil and I through our online courses, we encourage them to think about how their home design can really positively impact their daily life and how they use their home. Something Neil and I have seen and we've spoken about a few times is that there's this huge positive snowball effect that happens when you finish renovating and you've suddenly got this calm, clutter-free, inspiring environment that you're waking up to every day. It's really amazing for your well-being. So honestly, never let anyone or anything come between your mission of having a beautiful home for you and your family or whoever you live with, because it is such an uplifting part of life. I'm really thrilled for Jen and Stu and how successful the project turns out, and it's all thanks to applying these universal design principles that you can now apply to your own. They've got this amazing home that they're so proud to invite family and friends and work colleagues around to. Their storage is also next level with clutter-free worktops and a place for everything, and they can sit as a family around the island or dining table, starting or ending the day, feeling really connected as a family and sharing conversation. This renovation was super tough for them, but they've truly shaped their home environment to suit their needs and their family's needs, bringing in an element of calm and resilience. And it was such a pleasure to be able to support them via my online courses and my one-on-one service. I really hope that you like the transformation and that hearing a little bit about our design approach has been helpful for you considering your own interior design plans. And if you like the format of this video or have any questions about the project, I'd love to hear in the comments below. I'll try not to leave it so long next time and give you some updates on the projects that we're working on. We have some really exciting transformations in progress and I can't wait to show you. Okay, that's me. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon.